Hello there, all you amazing nerdy people of the internet. We are going to talk about this little thing, Trusted Platform Module, because Ubuntu is now supporting it, and I have a suspicion that a lot of people are going to get angry about it. Newsflash, I think Linux has supported it from kernel version 6? Or 6 point something, I can't remember. I kind of want to preempt a lot of the, oh my god, this is done to get people to buy new hardware, it's forced by Microsoft and all that, because Microsoft is kind of the main driver behind TPM 2.0, which is what a lot of things require nowadays. Not really. I don't even think Microsoft made the version 1.0, that was another company, they just took it over and stuff like that. But another newsflash is, TPM is open source, it's done under the BSD license. If we look here, BSD license, developer Microsoft, so open source, you can look at the source code. If you are smart nugget and a developer, you should be able to circumvent or implement this really easy and get your head around it and see how it works and make sure that it don't do bad things and all those kind of things. Because it's open source, so everyone can look at the source code and use it. Let's dive into why people want this thing here, TPM. Why is it a big deal? Well, the first version I think came out in 2006. A lot of companies that do kind of security related or are really up with their security, they actually require their servers and their desktops, workstations, laptops, call it what you will, to have TPM as an added security. So operating systems, no matter what they are, that don't support TPM would be deemed less secure. They could be more stable, they could be cheaper, they could be more efficient, they could have a basic more security out of the box than, let's say, Windows, but because it don't support TPM, it's a no-go. So if you want to basically have a broader audience, you kind of have to support TPM. And this is customers' request. This is something customers want. This is something customers has required. This is something everyone has basically, let's be honest here, piled shit on Microsoft for being less secure. And then they are like, you know what? We are listening. You want Windows, or well, Microsoft Windows, not Microsoft, but Windows to be more secure. So you know what? We are implementing something that should help TPM. But then, because it's such an aggressive security uptake, if you have a laptop that's older than 2010-ish, or a computer, you may not have the support for it. You may not have the right version and so on. And sometimes you can update the BIOS, you could update the firmware, and you can get it to work and stuff like that. People are now angry because, oh my god, we want it to be more secure, but now we have to buy new hardware. Or my current hardware is not supported and blah blah blah. Here's something I really want all of you guys and girls to remember out there. There is no such thing as easy security. The easier it is for you to use it, the less secure it is. That's the universal truth. Talk to any security expert, talks to any operator, policeman, anyone that deals with any form of security. The easier it is to use, the less secure it is. So yes, is TPM inconvenient for a lot of people? Not a lot of people, but for some people it is, yes. But we all want it. We all have been yelling and screaming for Microsoft to do something like this. All companies have set Microsoft to do this for over a decade now. That's why Microsoft's enterprise software all support TPM. If you use the Windows Server, Windows Enterprise, this and that, it supported TPM. It's done it for maybe not a decade, but close to it, because it's required. And now, us home users have been really angry over the lack of security of this pesky little Windows operating system. And Microsoft is actually doing something quite good about it, making TPM or requiring it. And now everyone is angry because I want more security, but I don't want it to be inconvenient for me. I don't want to have to learn new stuff. I don't want to upgrade my hardware. I just want to basically run a computer from 1983, connect it to the internet with no firewall and antivirus, and have it as secure as a NASA computer or Central Intelligence computer, FBI computer. You can't. You can't. Remember what I said. The more convenient and easy it is for you to use, the easier it is, or the less secure it is. This is probably the most hated open source software on earth right now, TPM, or at least the software adjacent with TPM. The most hated open source software. I've seen this Dell and HP told Microsoft to do it so they could sell more computers. No. It's the customers. People have required this. The people that buy thousands of licenses have said we need TPM support, or else we can't use it in our business. And there's a lot of businesses that are using the Home Edition. But I still think, and I still feel strongly about that the Home Edition should not have the TPM requirement on it. Because then Microsoft could say, you know what, you want to use Windows in a professional setting, we have Windows Professional. That's what it's meant for. Putting it on the Home Edition that's meant for you and me is a little bit overkill, but I get why they've done it. Because they know a lot of companies, like where I work, we have a shit ton of Home Editions laying around, people using them. I install Professional every time I get a computer and need to be reinstalled, but there's still a lot of Home Editions running around. If you really are a security-minded, focused person, you should want all the tools in your toolbox to help you to become more secure. You should not be fighting this. And I do feel a lot of people are fighting this just for the fact that Microsoft is part of it. And that's really bad, because this is helping people. This is helping you becoming more secure. This is a positive. I've also seen people say, oh, well, then you can use it as a DRM and stuff like that. That's true. Every good thing can be used in a bad way. If you are a pew-pew nut and you're using it to secure yourself and your family, that's a good thing. But if a batshit crazy nutcase comes into your house with a pew-pew water thingy, a pew-pew thingy, well, it's the same thing. It's just used in a bad way. So should we just take away all pew-pews then? Because if it can be used in a bad way, it should not be allowed for anyone. I personally don't think that. See you all later. Bye-bye.